Okay. Okay, and I also want to, now that we're recording, we're going to take a picture really quick before I forget or before we run out of time. Okay, everybody smile. One more. Okay, cool. So I always forget to do that. Okay, so back to school boot camp. We've run one round of that. It's technically finished. We've just kind of provided some check-ins this week. Starting Monday, so you can invite to that. They can do any program they want, and you help them figure out their program. I am telling all my customers that they do need to pick a nutrition plan. So either 2B Mindset, the nutrition plan that goes with their workout program, which is usually container based. So help them with that, and they can be in the group. And then Cheryl, Misty, and I are running it. And so we provide check-ins, we're going to provide some challenges, and then, you know, the more you guys show up in there, the more your customers are going to see that, and that's what you want. So that group is starting on Monday. I always invite all the way through, like, to Monday night, even into Tuesday, because once they have access, once they purchase the challenge pack, they have access to BOD within hours, so they can totally join in. I'm going to do 80-day obsession, and I started a chat group, messenger chat group with anybody that is starting that on Monday. So if anybody wants to put people in that, that's fine, because I'm going to give them more of the ins and outs of the program and the nutrition and stuff, because it's a little trickier. After that, we're going to do what we're calling, and we did it last year, the Jeans Project, because it's fall and you start, I know for me, I put on some new jeans and I was like, it was a little tighter than I wanted. So, Cheryl, remind me the date that we're starting that, October something.
I didn't bring out my calendar.
Yeah.
It's my life. I think the 14th.
October 14th?
Or the 15th.
15th.
Okay. It's a Monday.
Yeah. So October 15th will be the Jeans Project, and that's basically the same thing. They pick a program. It's just a fun, cute name, just to get people to, you know, fit back in their jeans again for fall and feel really good about that. So really, and what I'm seeing of a lot of top coaches is they are, as soon as one group starts, they start inviting to the next. And I think that's a really good strategy, because I know for me right now, I feel a little bit behind in inviting to the next round of Back to School Boot Camp, and I would have liked more time to keep putting that out there and keep following up. So I think I can't remember where I heard this, but it takes like 30 times for somebody to hear a message before they act on it. So, you know, we all think that we put all these posts out there and we're like, oh, I don't want to post that too many times. I don't want people to like think I'm like saying the same thing over and over. Well, first of all, they have to see it probably 30 times to take action on it. And second of all, people are probably only 10% of people are seeing your posts. So I really wouldn't worry about over posting or sharing or inviting. And then a lot of the inviting is actually done behind the scenes. So you don't have to put out there all the time like, hey, join my group, join my group, join my group. If you listen to, I posted a podcast from Melanie Mitro this week, and I loved this philosophy. It was on influencer versus convincer. And it was about influencing people by sharing your story versus convincing them to join our groups. And so case in point, instead of being like, join my group 30 times, talk about, oh, I'm so excited to start a group on Monday because I need that routine, or I am finishing this group last week and I'm so glad that we're starting a new group on Monday because I love the accountability, or however, you know, you want to share that. But think about it as influencing versus convincing. And I would recommend listening to that call. Melanie's weekly podcast, I know Kim is a fan too. She and I have talked about her podcast before. They're every Tuesday and they're only 20 minutes, and you can subscribe on podcast. She has them on YouTube too. But she, if you don't know who Melanie Mitro is, she for 4 years has been the #1 coach in Beachbody. That #1 and #2 spots have been taken over by Ashley Molstead, who did an amazing call a couple weeks ago that got us all fired up. And then her downline coach, Emily Faber, who is also like incredible. So, but Melanie gives so much awesome information, inspiration. It's called Women Empowering Women, I think is her podcast. So I highly recommend that. And then Pumpkin Group. So Melissa Fankhauser, who is Cheryl and my upline coach, had this great idea with Pumpkin Shakeology coming out to run a, like, clean up your PSL, your pumpkin spice latte. And what it is, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to pull it up. Cheryl, chime in here, if I'm saying this wrong, is we would have people pre-order this package to clean up your pumpkin spice latte. And then they would get, how many pumpkin spice Shakeology, Cheryl?
It's 2 pumpkin spice, 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate, 1 cafe latte, $30.
Okay.
Ship.
Yep, $30 ship, because it's a 5 packets. So that would be, those are usually like if I sell packets, they're $5. So that'd be 25 plus your shipping to the person would probably be less than $5. So that covers you like in kind of tax and all that kind of stuff. So what you would want to do is you would want to have people pre-order, like starting now. And if they buy this package, they get those samples, and then they also get to be in our pumpkin recipe, pumpkin everything group. And Melissa has a huge list of recipes that she's going to post in that group. So they get all these recipes, plus all these great Shakeology samples. And then if you can get them drinking Shakeology for 5 days, not drinking Starbucks, and really, guys, think about it. Pumpkin spice latte, I mean, that's $4 to $6 depending on what size you get. And there's no nutritional value to it. So, I mean, to say, like, you're already spending that on your Starbucks and you're getting your dense superfood nutrition, like, huge, you know? So then what you'll do is you'll get all those pre-orders, and then on the 17th, you will order your pumpkin spice Shakeology, because you and your customers can only order one time for pumpkin spice. So you can only place one order. You can order up to 5 boxes, and there are 14 packets in each box, but you can only order once, is what I've been reading. So you will place your order for whatever you want, and for those customers that have pre-ordered on the 17th. So you will cut it off on the 16th, so require them to pay you first so that you are not out that money. So I use PayPal. You could use Venmo, whatever you want to use, but make sure they pay you. You will not order their stuff if they don't pay you. And then you will have to ship it, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'll do it. You all know I do not like the post office. It is like kind of post-traumatic stress from the post office. But I'll do it for pumpkin spice. So anyway, so if you want to run that, go for it. I think it's super cool and it's really fun. Okay, I wanted to mention, because I had a chat with Kelly Bazell today, who's another one of our coaches. Just quick mention about the National Wake Up Call. She was like, Kylie, I don't listen to the wake up call and I really need to. I'm like, yes, you really need to. So that is something that you guys, it is an awesome resource from the company. We get all this training for free, and the National Wake Up Call is always inspiring. It's great because it's on Mondays. You don't have to listen on Monday, but it's a great way to get you started for the week. You can listen on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page, or you can listen on podcast. Okay, then I want to talk about goals. So I made myself write down my goals. I did a live video on this last week about manifesting what you want. Another coach on our team, Lily Nicole, who's amazing, did this whole thing about manifesting money. And I happened to catch, it was weird because I don't watch a lot of her stuff. I love her, but as coaches, we don't always have to watch each other's stuff, and we don't always have time for that, and that's okay. But it just happened to pop up, and she was talking about manifesting money that she wanted for a training. And actually I think before that was the Ashley Molstead call. And she said, if you think something is hard, you will struggle. But if you think it's possible, it will manifest. And I loved that quote, and I wrote that quote down and, heard the word manifest and wrote it down. And then I saw Lily's thing happen to pop up, and she was talking all about manifesting money. And I'm like, I don't even ever use the word manifest. Like, why is this coming up twice in 2 days for me? So I've listened to it, and I listened to Lily's tips on it, which were really good. And I have had the experience where when I have wanted something, and I can't remember the definition of manifest, it's like it comes true when you believe in something or believe that you want something, it comes true. I have it written down, can't remember. But I've had that happen where I've said, put something out there that I wanted, like a goal, and it has manifested. And I was like, well, how does that happen? Why does that happen? And I have found when I write down a goal, and that was one of Lily's tips. One is writing it down. Another one is affirmations. You can say, I can't remember how she said it. But and I've heard it from other people. If you believe something to be true, it will come true for you. And so if you believe that, if you act in that manner, say you want to be diamond. I remember Chris Downing, who did Shift Shop, did a call last year when Shift Shop came out, and he said, if you want something, act as if you already have it. And so I took that as I wanted to be diamond. And that was probably right around this time last year. And I wanted to be diamond. And so I was like, what does being a diamond look like? It looks like being a leader, right? And so I really shifted my mindset around that. So all of that, I wrote down my goals, and I would like for you guys to write down your goals, because I really, really believe there's something valuable about physically writing them down. So I'm going to get mine for you because they're on a huge chalkboard. This is in my office, hanging up where I can see it, okay? And so you guys can do whatever you want with your goals. Last month, I only wrote them on a piece of paper. I just wrote this out tonight. But write down your goals and see if they manifest. I really, really believe in this. Sorry, we have 10 minutes left. So I will just say my goals for this team would be to be an elite team. That would be by the end of the year. If you have questions on that, you can let me know. My goal is Success Club 30 every month. So that's huge. I wrote that down as a very huge goal last month, and I was like, I have no idea how the heck I'm going to get there. But I wrote it down, and sure enough, it manifested. I did kind of screw up, but I actually did hit it. It's just not going to show that I hit it because my husband's account was not active. That's my big F up that I was talking about in my video today. But anyway, I hit it. 22 for me and 8 for him. So I'm like, okay, well, I can do it. So now why can't I do that every month? So I'm going to put that out there. And then I want to be 5-star diamond by December 13th. So I would love for each of you to determine your Success Club goal for the month. Maybe that's 0. That's okay. Whatever it is, put it out there. And then if you're working on rank advancing, what date you want to be Emerald by, what date you want to be Diamond by. Emerald, really, you can do it in 24 hours. And we can help you. We did that whole call on it. We can help you strategize about it. And then Janelle Summers did a call today, and she was saying Diamond, really 2 to 3 months. If you say it's going to take you a year, it's going to take you a year. But then it's going to take, if you're really trying to grow this business and build a team, then what you're showing your team is that it takes that long to go Diamond. So for you to rank advance, like she did a great comment, if you want to be 5-star Diamond and you say it's going to take me a year to get Diamond, it's going to take you more than 5 years to go 5-star, because the people that you even went Diamond with may not be the people you go 5-star Diamond with, because things change, seasons of life change for people. So anyway, that's kind of the time frame that's very doable in terms of rank advancing. And what Ashley Molstead said is Diamond really is the start of your business. So if you are thinking long-term about this business and you really want to make it happen and work, you need to be working toward Diamond. I did start an Emerald chat group today. So for everybody that is currently Emerald, we will be working on pushing to Diamond. So if you're not Emerald, work toward Emerald and get in that group, because each level of the business is kind of different, and you start in one place and then you learn and grow and you keep pushing to the next place. And what I do now is different from what I did when I started. What Jen Richardson does now is completely different from what she did when she started. So I can't compare myself to Jen and say, look at Jen and say, this is what I should be doing, because she's in a very different place in her business. So I want to help mentor people through each of those phases, and that's why our new coach mentorship, we started that chat group, and we're having a call on Monday. So all right, we have like a few minutes, so I don't want to talk the whole time. Does anybody have any questions? Need any help with anything? No? Okay. Then I will just add in there, we posted about the Diamond retreat. So anybody who is Diamond by December 13th qualifies for that trip. It's so awesome. It's like this times a bazillion, because you actually get to be in person with each other and just learn from each other. And then they bring in, trainings. And I just think the most valuable time is sitting together and like sitting with Cheryl and saying, okay, how are you doing this? And I got to see her calendar, like her actual, like, what she does. And she has a great strategy for connecting with her customers that I'm not so good at. So I learned from her, and I learned from another coach, Leah, about some great apps that she uses. And it's just really, and you really come together as a team. And that trip will be in May. And then in June is actually Summit. And I know I've talked to a couple of you on my team about Summit. Again, if your business is something that you really want to invest in, you need to come to Summit. And I remember talking to Amy about that last year and saying, it's totally up to you. If you want to invest in your business, like, I would highly recommend Summit. If not, that's totally cool. You don't have to. And she did decide to come, and I think she loved it.
Yeah. I mean, it was huge. And that was really a turning point for me in terms of my thinking about this business and what it's going to look like for me. And I loved Summit. You guys should all go.
It was super fun, and we had so much fun. And I think Becky's going to go, and I think Erin's going to go. She's going to try. I think so. We had so much fun together, and we have currently 4 rooms booked. So it's not like you have to go get your own room. We just like have a big old slumber party, 4 per room. We split the cost. So don't worry about rooms. We've got spots. And the training is amazing. The whole team atmosphere, like all of it. Like there's just every part is so, so good. So put that on your calendars, you know, if you need to save up. I remember last year, over a year ago, that was a big deal for me. I didn't really have the extra money to go to Summit. And so I just really worked on my business and saving. And I remember getting to that point where I made enough money to go on that trip. And that was huge. And I did a whole live call on Fit Couture training about it. And my gosh, I seemed like such a baby then. But I remember getting to that point and like realizing, oh my gosh, I've made enough money now that I can go on that trip. And that was same thing, so huge to be with everybody in person and get all that training, and very, very valuable. Oh, there's a Glimpse into Coaching group. I'm like, I see the countdown. I have like 2 minutes left. So Jen Richardson is running a Glimpse into Coaching group. So if you're a new coach and you're not ready to invite to coaching yet, that's okay. Or if you have somebody interested in coaching, that is a great place to invite to, because we don't have to do any of it. And Jen is an expert. So you can put coaches in there or people that are interested in coaching. I think Emily did our Glimpse into Coaching group. Yeah, Jen and Barbie Collab ran one for one of our diamond groups, and we were able to invite people to it. And it was just awesome because they were able to, they're experts and they could go through everything and answer questions. So Jen is going to do that for the entire downline. So it's either going to be the 10th. She was talking about it's a 1 day or 2 day, either like the 10th or 10th, 11th or 12th and 12th, 13th. So just know that that's there, and then it'll be up too. So if people aren't in it like real time, that's okay, but that's coming up. So if you have anybody interested, if you are Emerald and going for Diamond, huge. That would be a huge place for you to be able to invite to. There's no commitment to it. I mean, if it's not for somebody, that's totally fine. But what if it is? I always just tell people, just check it out, see what we do, see how we work as a team, see if any of it speaks to you, if it's a fit. So that'll be really good. I think that's it. Anybody else? It's super exciting to have so many people on. So we'll just keep planning on Thursday nights. And that link should remain the same. And my internet worked. Hallelujah. All right, ladies. Love you all. Have a good night.